from the News Channel 5 network. This is SportsLine.
Hey there, SportsLine on your television. Steve Lehman here with you. Glad you are here with us on this Tuesday night, the post-4th of July holiday edition of SportsLine on News Channel 5+. Lots of things that we can discuss throughout the course of the night. You guys, as always, welcome to join in on the discussion. Our phone lines are 737-7767, and they are wide open for you tonight. We can discuss any number of topics. Certainly the Titans getting set for the fall, come back to start training camp at the end of the month. What do you expect from this team this year? What kind of a team do you think this Titans squad is after all the changes we have seen? We can talk some Predator stuff. A huge week last week. Philip Forsberg re-signed. Shea Weber traded for PK Subban. You had all the prospects in town. And today, Calle Järnkrok filing for salary arbitration. Probably doesn't mean a whole lot other than just that statement, because Järnkrok is a restricted free agent. So he's going to be a Nashville Predator next season. The question is, when they get a deal done, are they going to be able to get a deal done between the two sides, and will it be long-term, which I think is the Predators' preference at this point? Or is it going to get contentious, the arbitrator's going to have to rule on it, and then perhaps your chances of keeping Järnkrok, especially if it's just a one-year deal after next season or 2 seasons from now, could be a very difficult proposition. So that's what's on the table for the Predators. And a guy who, while he doesn't get the pub of some other guys on this team, played a very important role this last season. Much of the second half of the year, he was on the top line with James Neal and Ryan Johansson. And he's a versatile guy. He can slide into the center line and take faceoffs for you if you have to. He's certainly a good winger. Last year he had 16 goals for this team. He is a very valuable depth guy that can play up or down the lineup for Peter Laviolette and the Predators. And of course the big story, Kevin Durant going to the Golden State Warriors. And this is what I want to get your opinion on tonight. 737-7767. Kevin Durant is free to go to the Golden State Warriors. That is clear. He is an unrestricted free agent. He had earned that right. But do you think less of Kevin Durant for taking that road? I want to hear from you guys tonight. Do you think this is the easy way out for KD? Because I'll be honest, I was stunned. I was shocked that he would turn his back on a city and a state and a team that has loved him throughout his entire time there. They have welcomed him with open arms, and they have showered him with praise. They've cheered that team on like no other. And he's had a great deal of success there. He's an MVP. He's a multi-time scoring champion. They've made the NBA Finals. They've been very competitive in other years. Some of their lack of postseason success has always been because of injuries, frankly. And just this season, a month ago, they were up 3-1 on the Warriors in the Western Conference Final. They were up 3-1. All they had to do was close out the series. And they go to the finals against the Cavaliers, and who knows how that would have turned out. And here we are a month later, and Kevin Durant is set to sign on the dotted line and now go play for the Warriors. I guess it's that old saying, if you can't beat them, go join them. That's what KD's doing here. The other thing, as you look at his situation in Oklahoma City, Billy Donovan only had 1 year with that team. He comes from Florida. He takes over that roster, and he doesn't have much time to figure out what kind of groceries he has and put it all together around KD and Russell Westbrook. And he did a whale of a job. Second half of the season, to me, he was the best coach in the NBA in the way he got that team to defend and the way he built the offense around those two superstars and the way they played. They got better and better. And oftentimes you don't see NBA teams in the playoffs necessarily get better. They just are who they are at that point after playing 82 games. The Thunder got better in the postseason. From round 1 to round 2 into that Western Conference Finals series, they got better. And they had the defending champs and a team that had won 73 games on the ropes in that series. They couldn't get it done. But who is that on? Isn't that on Durant as much as anybody? They had a 7, 8, 9-point lead with 5 minutes to go in Game 6 on their home floor with a chance to wrap that up. And at the time, you wondered, when they didn't, could this be the last quarter that we see KD in Chesapeake Energy Arena in Oklahoma City? But I think a lot of us thought that no way, he's going to come back. He's going to come back because the situation there is too good. So I was stunned. I was truly stunned yesterday when I saw what he penned or had someone pen for him in the Players Tribune, which, by the way, he owns part of that. So a nice day for his own company, certainly his brand. Durant announcing his intentions to go to Golden State. I was truly stunned because it feels like giving up. Feels like kind of quitting. And everybody applauds guys for going after championships, and I get that's what he's doing. He's going to the place he feels like he has the best chance to win a championship. And look, the Warriors are loaded now. They have 4 of the top 12 or 15 guys in the NBA on their roster now. When you think of Steph Curry, the 2-time MVP, throw in Kevin Durant, a guy who's won an MVP, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green, that's an incredible lineup that you have there. You got some pretty good role players that play a lot of minutes in Andre Iguodala and Sean Livingston off the bench. If they lock up a center, they're going to have a great, great starting lineup. The question is, with all that money on those guys, where's the depth on this team? Are they going to be able to rebound? Are they going to be able to defend inside? There are some questions. Remember, when LeBron and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh went to Miami, everybody just anointed them as the next champion. You know, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8. Well, they went 2 for 4. In 4 seasons, they won 2 titles, which isn't bad, but it's not the level of dominance people expected. Now, this Golden State team might be different because you're talking about a team that largely was already formed and won an NBA record for games last season, 73 in the regular season, after winning the title the year before that. You put Durant into the middle of that now, and yeah, there may be some growing pains to figure out how they want to play, but once they do, look out. I've seen some quotes, anonymous quotes, from NBA general managers and such, and one was pretty blunt. He said, look, we're all playing for second now because that team is loaded. And they are. They are absolutely loaded. Now, they will be the prohibitive favorite. They were already, I think, 3-2 from the odds makers to win next year's NBA title. Now it's 4-5. So they are clearly the front runner in a lot of people's minds. But my question to you is, do you feel differently about Kevin Durant after the way that went down yesterday? LeBron James got so much criticism when he went to Miami because of the way it was done. And I think a big part of that was truly the way it was done. The fact that he had TV special and announced that I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and play for the Heat. He was running out on Cleveland, which is his hometown. There was no TV special yesterday. Oklahoma City, while his adopted home, is not Kevin Durant's hometown. It's certainly different. He handled it in a better way, in all likelihood. But when you think about it, what was LeBron doing? LeBron was saying, I've hit my head against the ceiling here in Cleveland. I'm the best player in the league, but the team around me, I can't will to a championship. I can't win it all by myself. I'm going to go to Miami, where I can play with guys I like, guys I want to play with, and where I believe I can win. And he did. He won a couple titles there. That gave him the chance to then come back to Cleveland, where now it's a different story and his legacy looks different. Isn't that what KD's doing here? He's basically saying, I've hit my head against the ceiling too many times in the playoffs. We've been close. We were close this year. We had a shot, but we didn't get it done. And I want to win a title. So I'm going to go to Golden State because they give me the best chance to win one. I get all of that. I get it. But do you feel differently about Kevin now that that's what he's going to do? The fact that he apparently even himself didn't believe he could get it done in Oklahoma City with Billy Donovan as the coach, with Russell Westbrook as his point guard, that crazy environment behind him there of all those Thunder fans. One of the best environments I've seen in the NBA, many of them wearing 35 Thunder jerseys for Kevin Durant and cheering that team on. 737-7767 is the number. I want to hear from you tonight. Do you feel differently about Kevin Durant making that move? We can also talk about the Titans, talk about the Predators, and some Major League Baseball All-Star teams announced tonight. We can get to that as well. Time for our first break. We'll come back. We can hear from you. Phone lines wide open. Join us tonight, won't you? We'll talk to you on the other side here on SportsLine on News Channel 5+.